Right, it's time for Joy News Interactive, and Mapitsu Sabede is here. There's no resurrection today. Hello, Maps.
Hi, Izzy, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm good, thank you. Join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We are Joy News on TV. Send us a WhatsApp message on 055-815-7074. We'd like to get all your feedback and your comments, maybe a video of the day or a picture of the day. For the first time, I will endorse insulting the Peace Council chair. Even though we will bash the IGP, I think we need to take her to the cleaners. These are some of the comments heard in the leaked audio recording of NDC National Chairman Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo. And just like any damning tape, NDC say it has been doctored. But we know now that the police CID has invited the NDC chairman to assist in investigations into content of a leaked tape. Well, some of these things put Samuel Gyamfi and Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo on the top two trends of the Ghana Twitter trends. Now, let's see what you have been saying. We'll start with George Ofosu-Boakye, who says,
well, Joyous, hashtag Joyous has done voice cloning can be true, but Sami, forget about the intervals and rhythm of the speech, which we're all familiar with. I was born in the day, but not yesterday. I was born in the night, but not yesterday night. Bad damage control from Sami Gyamfi. Oh, Ghana. All right. Then Tan Ohia says, all I hear is Sami Gyamfi, Ofosu-Ampofo, Sam George Rawlings, and traffic. I also West Wuogon Commission of Inquiry, when the real focus should be on finding the kidnapped girls in Takoradi. And Professor Dachi Ejenim Boateng says, people like Sami Gyamfi have become so predictable that even when they speak one truth out of billion lies, you begin to ask yourself whether it is indeed Sami Gyamfi you're listening to. And Nana says, Sami Gyamfi make hot this morning. Them call in deputy for somewhere. It is sweat pass. All right.
Remember to send your WhatsApp message on 055-815-7074.
All right. So one more. Sami Gyamfi says, Sami Kweku says, Sami Gyamfi props needs to be given to him. And then Nana Ansambofo says, Ofosu-Ampofo and the NDC is aware of the kidnappings happening in this country. What an explosive tape. And Kofi Bentil says, Ofosu-Ampofo and his type are the danger to our democracy. If NDC is serious, they must remove him. At least pretend to be serious. And Umaru Sanda Amadu says, by now, NDC chairman Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo is playing back scenes from his top secret meeting with highly trusted party members and trying to figure out who that snitch was. He just can't believe it. And Kwesi Gizi says, after listening to the tape, I nearly cried. Bloody Ofosu-Ampofo. Stoichkov says, these guys should be picked up immediately. Such treason. Ofosu-Ampofo shouldn't go this week without a police invite. Wow.
Etiwa by-election, Ayawaso West Wuogon by-election, NDC Kumasi head office. The footprint of party militia is all over, leaving in the wake blood. We are Joy News are campaigning for the disbandment of party militia. Watch this.
Like all bad things in this country, we call bribes by fond names and we stop seeing them as bad. We call these things political vigilantism and we don't quite appreciate how bad. It is plain warlordism.
NCC will continue to condemn, name and shame all political parties who endorse, support, sponsor and or identify themselves with any of these groups until these groups are disbanded in word and in deed.
Political parties must be made compelled either by law to immediately disband these groups. Not only disband the groups, disarm the groups.
Coming from my own experience in Liberia and what I saw, and my family, some family members actually fought in the war, and some died in the process. You know, people died, friends of mine died, and it touches everyone. I mean, when a situation comes, it doesn't know party colors, it doesn't know the color of your skin, what you're wearing, it doesn't know anything. This is not on, and we cannot, as a people, allow it to go on.
I believe that the time has come for us as a political class to say that this development is not good for the future of this country. We need to collectively stand up against this, development. That is what we politicians collectively must resolve to avoid, because nobody knows who the next victim will be.
Hashtag disband party militias. Now, let me take some of your WhatsApp messages before we go to Facebook. And this one says, hey, Semi Jemfi, God is watching. And this one says, what did the NDC chair say that Anthony Kaba hasn't said? This one says, so will Ofosu Ampofo go to church on Sunday? So he's asking, and that's Mike from Dakub. We'll get some of your WhatsApp messages again, but let's go to Facebook, where we posted that video of hashtag disband party militias now.
Nitaki Mark Orlando says it's only a matter of time before NDC and MPP set this country ablaze. Politicians are simply not correct. Anthony Bediako says God will punish you and your party forever. You mark my words. Mahama Samadu says there is nothing that can be hidden under the sun. Kwame Hyson says big ups to Brian Achampong. He's really working NDC criminals. Vivian Arthur says, by their fruits you shall know them. Lady Diana says, please, can you also show excerpts from Talensi, Pram Pram, and Yendi by-election clashes? And Michelle White says, no to vigilantism. Najmu says, disbanding it by word of mouth is not enough. And Nefertiti says, Kandahar boys were attired in national security uniform and giving state-owned weapons and vehicles. Drake Vanley says, we need to change our attitude. Ralph Tahiru, he says, the current president said more, okay, I don't get this word. What happened to Nana Addo when he said all die be die? The evil government in place is the problem. Oh, okay, so the current president said more than this. That's what he wanted to write. Safo Frank says, well, some politicians are evils who want blood. Gambo says NDC is evil. Randy Osei Poku says, so you all see the hypocrisy of NDC. MPP must be watchful. There is no way this diabolic NDC would disband their militia. Do not be deceived. Mahama started it all, and Church Elder Fosu Ampofo is reiterating it. Boot for boot.
All right, let me take some of your WhatsApp messages. At Maulom says, I think it's time we Ghanaians ignore politicians and move on peacefully with our lives in this country. And this one says, may the Almighty Allah save my beloved motherland, Ghana, from Al Hassan. And when will EC pay us? Referendum is over. This one is from Joseph in Techiman. And hey, God will punish some of our leaders in this country. Okay, so this one is for yesterday's challenge.
Right.
And it says, yesterday's interactive was interesting. You made me laugh. Resurrection challenge from Selena.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that'll be all for joining us interactive with me, Mapita Sibidi. Remember to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're joining you on TV. Send us your picture, your video of the days on 055 815 7074.